Whoever is watching this video, hello to you. Welcome back to my channel, and today we're going to be talking about how I repaired my damaged hair and it went from this to this. I know we all are tired of hearing do not use styling tools, heat products, etc. Sis, we need to live our life. But we also need to deal with the damage that comes with it. So, your girl right here has done some research so that you do not have to. And today I'm going to be talking about all those things that you need to do to prevent damage if you have styled your hair, and if you style your hair every day, and if you have colored your hair, if you have straightened your hair multiple times like me. I probably have colored my hair more than the number of times Trump has been racist. So I have colored my hair a lot of times, like a lot of times, and it damaged my hair. My hair became like cotton, and it felt so rough, and it was, I already have like curly hair, okay, not curly, kind of wavy, but yeah. And my hair was a mess, right? So I had to do something about it. Obviously I stopped coloring, that was there, but I want to color again. So it doesn't matter, as long as you take care of your hair and give it all the nutrition that it requires, it definitely will be healthy, no matter how many times you color it, no matter how many times you use heating tools. I use heating tools almost every damn time I wash my hair. So this video is going to be divided into 4 parts, and those 4 parts are going to be causes, don'ts, do's and remedies. And I will be looking down again and again, do not mind, because I have written down everything because I don't remember shit. Yeah, so do not mind me looking down again and again into my book. So coming to the causes, these are very subjective to each person, okay? It depends on whatever you are going through, and I cannot mention the particular reason, but I'm going to be giving you like 5 causes that are the main reason for hair damage. You are what you eat, basically, and if your diet contains less zinc, iron and folic acid, then your hair can easily get damaged. So you need to maintain a healthy diet and give all the nutrients and minerals that your hair requires, and I will be also telling you certain foods that are really good for your hair in the end of the video. Okay, so basically you need to maintain a healthy diet. Stress on everything, and if you have a lot of stuff going on in your mind, your hair will literally fall out and you will become bald, sis. So please be careful and do not stress for life. Calm down, do some yoga, meditation, and try not to stress on everything and overthink. Dry weather, humidity and too much heat in the area you live in also causes hair damage. Now you cannot do much about this, but all you can do is you can apply external remedies to it, like for example oiling your hair or giving a steam therapy or something of that sort, and that's basically what you can do about the weather. But that also, the humidity levels in the place you live in. Now many of us use a lot of styling tools, heating products, which is very damaging to the hair, but that doesn't mean that we're not supposed to do it. Only thing is, use a heat protectant before you use styling tools, and try to maintain and oil your hair regularly, and try to, if for example you don't want to go out somewhere, then don't style your hair. Did that make sense? Yeah, I think so. Sis, if you think that you washing your hair every day is gonna keep your hair clean and you're gonna have healthy hair, you're gonna be bald, sis. Bald. Not even kidding. People who wash their hair every day, I know there are few people who have very oily hair. Even if you have like really oily hair and you're gonna wash your hair like alternative days, please do not wash it every day. Please, for God's sake, do not wash your hair every day. Wash it alternative days if you have oily hair, and use a very mild and gentle shampoo. Please get that into your brain. Do not wash your hair every day. It is not good for your hair. You're stripping your hair out of all the oils, natural oils and nutrients that your hair has in the scalp. Did I just say nutrients? Yeah, your hair has a lot of natural stuff that is good for your hair growth. Do not strip your hair out of it. Okay, so those are the basic, very important, the main reasons for hair damage. Okay, do not rub your hair with a towel. Indian mentality: wash your hair, come out and rub your hair, which I used to do before this, and I learned it the hard way that I'm not supposed to do such a thing, because you are making your hair even more dry, because your hair after being washed is in the most vulnerable stage, that is, it is wet, right? What you're going to do is basically use like a cotton towel or a cotton t-shirt, and just wrap your hair around it and leave it till it naturally dries, so that the t-shirt or the cotton towel can soak in all the water, and then probably you can take it out and air dry it like naturally. Don't overbrush your hair. If you're a person who brushes your hair 100 times a day, do not do it. If you're not going out somewhere and if you have nothing to do, you can look homeless. Do not comb your hair. Just put in a clip, or maybe just plait your hair once in the morning and leave it. Just leave your hair alone for some time. It needs its own personal space. Personal space. Personal space. Yes, your hair needs personal space. Please do not interfere in its personal space and keep combing it 100 times and then be bald someday.
I mean, everyone's gonna be bald someday, I think. But at least not in your 30s. If you're in your 20s now, please don't get bald in your 30s and 40s. No, you need to look good, sis. Please.
Don't do that to your hair. Don't do that to yourself. Do not use metal brushes or combs. Okay, please not use combs that have like very thin teeth. Okay, use combs that have thick teeth, just like how thick you are. Yeah, basically it. Do not use silicone based products. Please make sure that you whatever the products you're using on your hair, your shampoo, your conditioner, your serums, your heat protectants, please do not use the ones with silicones in it. They are not good for your hair. Silicones, parabens, they need to be gentle on your hair. Okay, so please make sure you do not use such products, and make sure you use natural products. I won't say always natural, but I would say use mild products. Do not comb wet hair. Please, for God's sake, do not do that. If you have like really curly hair, then probably you can, use styling products, curling products, and then probably comb your hair. But if let it dry, at least like 50% dry, use a serum and then comb your hair. And if you comb your hair when it is dry, much better. Please wait for your hair to dry. Have patience in life. Yeah, have patience in life. Give a break to your hair. If you're using styling products every time you wash your hair, and you probably don't have anywhere to go out, or your plans are cancelled, or you're staying home, do not use styling products. Try to avoid it. At least give it a break. Like, for example, probably alternative times when you wash your hair, use styling products. I know it's very difficult for people with wavy hair and curly hair and frizzy hair, but still, because I know how it feels. I'm in that phase right now, and my hair is not naturally smooth, is not naturally kind of wavy or straight.
It looks messed up at times, So I style it. I always straighten it, or probably use like a tongue machine to like curl my hair slightly. And I understand how it feels, but just give it a break.
Avoid conditioning your roots and avoid shampooing your tips. If you know what I mean, do not use conditioner on your scalp, like on your roots, literally on your roots. Just on your tips is where you're supposed to use the conditioner, and the shampoo, please just wash your roots with your shampoo. You just basically have to bring the lather down your tips. You do not have to be using extra product, extra shampoo while you are washing your tips. And do not rub. So do not condition your hair on the roots, and do not shampoo your hair on the tips. This is basically what I did while I was trying to repair my damage. I had a lot of split ends, etc. And to manage all of that, and my hair was very, very rough and very, very frizzy. To maintain that, this is basically what I did. It's not too much, it's very, very simple. You can follow it. Condition your hair. If you are a person who doesn't condition your hair and just shampoos it and just done, no sis, no. Please condition your hair. Use a mild conditioner. Use something that is chemical free, something mild, something that just smoothens your hair and gives it that conditioning, gives it that deep conditioning that it requires. Okay, after every shampoo you need to condition your hair. It is very, very important. Okay, dry your hair naturally, like I already said, and it's quite clear. Do not use a hair dryer. I mean, like, avoid using a hair dryer. Even if you're like gonna style your hair using a styling tool like a straightener probably, or a tong, or a curling machine, do not use hair dryers. Try to avoid it. Trim your hair regularly. Like, no matter how healthy your hair is, no matter how much you maintain your hair, you are gonna get split ends. For the love of God, do not say don't trim your hair once a year. No, at least once in 3 months you got to trim your hair. Not too much, just probably an inch or so. So when you cut that off, your hair looks more healthier and it looks thicker. It looks much better than usual. Okay, that's basically why you're supposed to cut your hair. Maintain a healthy diet. Sis, that's basically one of the main reasons why you do not have healthy skin and you do not have healthy hair. Now, I shouldn't be talking about healthy skin right now because I'm breaking out, because that's basically because of my hormone changes. Right. So maintain a healthy diet. Try to avoid fried food. Try to avoid food that is too spicy. It really doesn't help your hair. Do not do that. Okay. Consume more fruits, vegetables, like I already said, which is really good for your hair. Now I have like 3 DIYs hair mask for y'all that y'all can use, that I basically use almost every damn time.
Yogurt mask. Take a bowl and add 2 tablespoons of plain yogurt and mix it well and apply on the roots of your hair. Let it sit for 30 minutes. Then shampoo and condition your hair. Use this mask twice a week. Lemon and egg yolk mask. Take a bowl and add 2 egg yolks and 2 tablespoons of lemon juice. Mix it well and apply on the roots. Let it sit for 30 minutes. Then shampoo and condition your hair. Heat it on 2 tablespoons of coconut oil and apply before going to bed on damp hair. Shampoo and condition your hair the next morning for smooth and silky hair.
Hope you all get through your damaged hair phase and get really healthy and beautiful hair. Wishing you all the luck. Also, if you like this video, do not forget to give it a thumbs up and also subscribe to my channel and press the bell icon so that you get notification on every video I post. See you in the next video. Till then, take care of yourselves. Stay safe, stay happy.